Good evening and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to the season finale of the Golden Lap series. The last episode we will run in this save with night racing. Oh, it's been a journey. It really has. It really has. I mean, it's 100 episodes, and some of my series do go quite long. They get to 100 episodes, but this one feels like there's been a story. You know, there really has. There was the first couple of seasons where I was just playing the game and learning the game and making countless mistakes. Like loads of mistakes. And getting comments being like, yeah, you're doing this wrong, let's try this, try this. And over time, I got better, I improved, mostly down to you guys giving me help in the comments. And yeah, we've reached a good point now where last couple of seasons we've been competing. Some stuff has gone really, really well for us. Other stuff hasn't gone so well. But what a way to end it. What a way to end this show, this whole entire run, with a 4-way battle for the title, with us against Wayland, just completely, that's it, us against Wayland running to the end here. 10 points in it. 12 points between 4 drivers at the very end of this season. Last race. To decide everything. To decide the drivers. Who's the best driver between King and Nielsen, and the teams, Wayland and Knight. Who's the better team between those. It's been something. It really has. And guys, honestly, I feel like maybe I'm repeating myself in a almost disingenuous way, like it might feel disingenuous. No, it's not. It's genuine. It's you guys. Everyone who comments, I have to thank you, seriously. You leave a comment on my very, really, you know, it's a small channel, 920 subs. It's not a big channel at all. Like, it's not even a medium channel. It's not even a small channel. You know, we're not even at that 1,000 mark yet. But you guys leave comments anyway, and those comments, not only do they make my day, they are little boosts for the channel. So I have to thank you, and I mean it. I really do. I really do. Speaking of comments, we're going to get into the last press conference of this series. Punk says, ending the career with a nail-biter of a final season, and I could not agree more. It has been incredible. Lonwa says, looking forward to the finale. This is like watching real F1 on the game, but it's 4-way race instead of 3. Nielsen could be Verstappen. King is there to spoil the party for everyone. And after the F1 yesterday, the Mexican GP, if you haven't seen it, I'll give you a chance to maybe skip over 10 seconds or whatever. Norris, what a performance. Oh my word. Oh my word. Outrageously good. So solid. Back in the fight now. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, I'm feeling good about that. Adam Hadmer says, social media ban in 1979, no anonymous articles in the paper. Yeah, no phone calls, no nothing. Laughing Dead says, great race, Knight pulling out all the stops. We did have a good race last time out, to be fair. We played to the strategy, and the strategy worked, and we got those overtakes done. And we got ourselves the win we were after to really give Edward King the best possible chance. Opus says, it will be a 4-people race in Argentina. Tension is unbearable. Excitement top level. Thank you so much, Opa. Press conference. Because the race in Argentina will most likely be dry, is the chance for Anders Nielsen to win a little bit lower than Edward King? I would say yes, that is true. But the next part of this, will the team strategy prefer Edward King in the last race? Absolutely not. We will keep the kind of plan that we've gone with throughout the season so far, which is let them race. You know, we don't have no papaya rules here that kind of complicate things. No. Let them race. Let them do their thing. That's what we're gonna go for. Next up from Danny from the Disassociated Press. First of all, it's really come down to the wire. Best of luck to you and your team for the final race. Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you for every comment, guys. Reflecting on a decade, what has been the biggest lesson learned as a team manager during that time? That's a really good question. I feel like obviously the biggest thing I did learn was probably off track about not upgrading parts and trying to build parts and really work towards building new parts to improve the car over the course of the season rather than upgrading the parts. I think that's definitely the biggest like game changer for me personally. And in terms of on track, like I feel like I'm relatively good at the on track stuff. I still make errors, of course I do, because I'm not anything like special. I'm not any pro at anything, so I'm gonna make mistakes. But yeah, that's probably it. It's probably the off track stuff with the car parts. I think that's my answer there. Good question. Good question. Get me thinking. Hitch and Baz has done the maths. So here we go. And then I commented, that is the maths. Oh yes, hope this helps, he says. Hitch and Baz says, King needs to finish above third. Now I think that is actually the same conclusion I came to, which was if Edward King, I've got my notes here, if Edward King finishes in second, he wins the championship no matter what. If he finishes third, and now this is back to Hitch and Baz who's done the maths, he needs Woods to not win. For Woods to win, he needs to finish first and King third or lower. If Woods finishes second or lower, he needs to finish 4 or more places in front of King and 1 or more in front of Nielsen. For Nielsen to win, he needs to finish first and King third or lower. If Nielsen finishes second or lower, he needs to finish 1 or more places in front of Woods and 5 or more in front of King, which is a lot. I don't see that happening, to be honest. King finishing third could happen. That's very true. And then, if that does happen, it is just whoever can win this race. You know, between Nielsen, Mendes and Woods, you would have to think, obviously. Even then, I think Mendes needs King to finish 4th. Yes, he does. There we go. So, for Mendes to win, he needs to finish first and King to finish 4th or lower. If he doesn't finish first, he needs to be 8 or more places in front of King, which I'm not sure about that. 2 or more in front of Woods, 1 or more in front of Nielsen. That is assuming they all finish in the points. If there are DNFs, they're out of the race, more or less. If another driver finishes in the top 3 or 4, which is pretty likely. These are the top 4 cars. They have been the top 4 cars more or less the entire series. I don't know if anyone else has even got on the podium. Like, they probably have in races and I've forgotten them, but Wayland have been our challenger from start to finish this entire season. So, yeah. Nielsen, while a Rainmeister, doesn't seem to win the wet races. We might have to take that feat from him. Potentially, he still gets in the points though, and he's given himself a chance. So much late drama, says Adam. I'm excited for the finale. I am as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is going to be it, guys. This is the finale. These are the points. I've left the points up there for you. These are the team standings. There are only 10 points in it. So if we beat Wayland, or even if we lose by 9 points to Wayland, we will take the championship. Now I'm going to quickly show the calendar and show you how we got to this point. How we got to where we are. First 2 races, King and Nielsen split the victories. But Nielsen with that DNF early, it hurt him. It really did. Then we went 1-2 again in Spain. And then we saw the start to drop off where we weren't upgrading. Wayland's got their parts on. They became the faster car. We went 3 and 4 at Mutton Chop, and then 4 and 7 because King DNF'd, and that was King's only DNF so far, I do believe. And then we started to fight back. You can see we've started to fight back in the last 4 races or so. A 1 and 4, which is maybe why Nielsen is so far back. But then Nielsen comes back with a 1-2, gets himself on top in that race, and then beats King again, with King dropping to 4th at Nordse. And then in Belgium, we again, of course, last race, came back with a 1-2 when it mattered. And now we finish up at the Autodromo Gran Lago in Argentina. Now we've got to go into the garage and have a look at the cars. Anders Nielsen needs the final upgrade part. It's going to be steering. It's going to go to Anders Nielsen. Oh, I can't. Is there a way to make this balanced? 3581, 3567. Perhaps that'll do it. That is probably the closest I can get without really messing around with the stuff, with the parts and all of that. And I don't want to waste time doing that. They are 6 points difference between them. Nielsen has the slightly better car, but 77 plays 72. So literally 6 points difference there, 5 points difference there. That is as balanced as I think I could probably get it. Okay. Okay, let's go. It's qualifying. We've got to do well in quali if we want to do well in the race. Golden tune the engine of your cars. Well, there's only one race, so all of that money doesn't really matter. We're going to tune up straight away. Have the cars ready to go. Shikanami, partying too hard. Chapman is invigorated. Lefebvre party too hard. Sector's open. Out you go, Anders Nielsen. Then we count 3, 2, 1. Out you go. Edward King. And here we go. Looks like we've got good empty track at the minute. Actually, no. Look, King is catching up to Fletcher. And Nielsen's actually going to have a bad lap, which is not helpful at all. First lap of the quali. And you've got King stuck behind Diaz. Nielsen is going purple, but that's only because he's setting those lap times first. And no one is going to really get close to him just yet. King did get stuck behind Diaz. And we have to wait and see what the Chapmans are going to do and what the Whalens are going to do. So Woods has gone second with purple sectors 2 and 3. Interesting. Okay, best possible numbers here where we can. This has not been a great start here. 27. It's alright. It's alright. It looks like a relatively short lap. It's not going to take too much time. Okay, so the steering is the weakest part. .31, that's much better. That's more kind of where we want to be. 30 plus is where you want to be on your tuning. That's another thing I've definitely learned. You know, where the tuning should go, where we can spend the money and stuff like that. A little bit more cognitive with it. A little bit more thinking behind what I'm actually doing. Okay. So, King's in the zone. That's brilliant. That would allow him to challenge Nielsen and Woods. Nielsen is putting in... Oh, King's gone purple in Sector 1 and potentially Sector 2. He has. So, Nielsen is going to improve. Goes down to a 150.08. King goes a 150.02. There is 0.06 between the cars. Paul Woods has crashed. Oh, my word. That is absolutely huge. That is absolutely massive. Of course, we're going to send them out anyway under yellow flags just to keep the tuning kind of going. Oh, dang it. Okay, steering's coming along good there for Edward King. Yeah, we're going to send them out, of course. Even under yellow flags, we want the lap time in so we can tune again. If you just sit there, it is genuinely just wasting time. It is genuinely just a waste of time. You're not getting anything by doing that. So we're going to go times 4, get through this quali. But Paul Woods, is he going to lose? He must lose position. And the reason I say that is because, well, look at that. We might actually put in some green sectors here. Purple sector for Nielsen. The white, I mean, what's he going to set? Yeah, look, 10 seconds. Lost 10 seconds. King has actually put in a decent time there. Not bad. 154 is still going to put you a 3rd or 4th at the minute. Mendes is really slow at the start of this quali. Look at that, down in 6th. That's actually a surprise. I'm not sure what's going on there. Okay, are the other teams going to be able to speed up enough, find enough lap time in order to knock Paul Woods down the standings? Because obviously, if he is DNF'd and the other cars are still going to increase their lap time, No, sorry, decrease their lap time, you know, be faster. Increase their speed, I guess. They should overtake. Mendes has gone purple, look at that. Green sector 2. Fletcher could, look at that, Fletcher is so close to knocking Woods down. Mendes goes fastest by about a second, but I reckon Nielsen is going to go even faster here and knock that off. But, oh my goodness, by 3.5 seconds? Are you kidding me? This is a quality performance. In a way, I want to say we've been waiting for from Anders Nielsen. Okay, that was nicely done. We've got that sorted. That was okay. Now we've got to try and get these sorted as well. We've got the engine going for Nielsen. That's great. That's a lovely start. Send him out. Woods is down into 4th, and I do think Pereira could get him. Fletcher could get him. Maybe these others could get him, but that's a, that's a difficult one to predict. Lovely. That was a really good one. Really good for Edward King. He is way ahead of Anders Nielsen when it comes to the tuning this particular race. The problem is, well, actually, it's not really a problem. These cars are close to Woods. So if we start seeing green sectors coming here, not white Pereira, green sectors, oh, Fletcher, come on. They might just be able to get past Paul Woods. I mean, look at that. Fletcher is literally 1/100th of a second off of him. King is speeding up. King is going faster and is going to put in a lap time of 1:46.7. So 1.3 off of Nielsen. Still a significant gap, but then above that, or beyond that, a significant gap back to Carlos Mendes as well. So we're in a decent position here. Absolutely love that final tuning there from the team behind Anders Nielsen's car. And now it's Edward King's turn. Lovely. Okay, good. 26 out of 80. We should be able to get that golden tune. Definitely. Out you go again. ×2 speed, please. Okay. Lefebvre has gone faster than Woods. That's exactly what I was talking about. Now, can Fletcher? Can Pereira? Can potentially Thompson and Schaub? Can Morel? Is it Morel or Morale? I think it's Morel. Should be able to. Where Morel dropped, Ambrosio went in there. Woods is in 5th. We're going to keep an eye on that. Woods is in 5th. Nielsen's just gone even faster and opened up that gap even more. Pereira has gone faster than Woods. There we go. Okay, next up is Fletcher and potentially Ronaldo. There goes Fletcher. Woods is going to be starting much further down. That is what we need. No messing. That is very helpful. Of course, it can all be undone in a couple of corners at the start of the race when Paul Woods suddenly turns it on and decides, I'm going to have the best possible start. It does happen. Sometimes it happens for us. Not very often, but it does happen. And could get all those positions back and be running in 3rd. And, to be honest with you, right up our backside. So we have to be careful with it. But he's down in 7th right now. Morel is getting close. Rinaldi is pretty close as well. There is definitely opportunities. For example, here goes Rinaldi on a good lap. On green sectors. Oh, goes 8th. Not quite fast enough to get ahead of Woods. Morel does go faster as well, but also cannot quite get it. Nielsen did go faster there with a white sector 1. 2 seconds ahead is quite impressive. Okay, we need 32 or thereabouts on the last possible tuning for Anders Nielsen, provided there are no yellow flags and he can fly by. Woods down in 7th. Come on. You've got to get a few more positions. The lower teams. There we go. There's the golden tune for Edward King. What a time to find that golden tune. I love that. Okay, Nielsen now is going to run round. Oh, King dropped us down to third because Mendes has found some lap time. Nielsen's in the zone. He's probably going to go even faster. King, I need you in the zone here. He's not in the zone. Let's see what he can do. Green sectors could still get you second place in this quali. Nielsen goes even faster. My word, he is quick in quali. Oh, not quite. 146.07. And there might be another chance. There might be another chance. Nice. Look at that. That was clutch. Send him out. Send him out. Send him out. Go, 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 go. I don't think he's going to get time. And there's a yellow flag, so that's going to slow down. But Woods is down to 9th because Morel and Rinaldi did get him. They did get him. And even Thompson was so close. So was Ambrosio. A lot of cars were in the 152s and very close. That's very unfortunate. Quali is complete. King will start from 3rd on the grid, but Paul Woods will start down in 9th. That is what we needed. That is a very good quali from us. Nielsen's had a great quali. He's given himself every chance to win this race and potentially the title. Let's see what happens here. Let's go into the race. Here we go, guys. So, it would only be fair at the start of this race to put both drivers on the same strategy. They're going to go on the softs to begin with. I want them to absolutely run away. Javalainen partied too hard. Edward King partied too hard on the night before the championship deciding race. What are you doing? That is outrageous. That is beyond outrageous. Oh my word. Oh my word. Paul Woods is into 3rd. Edward King is down in 5th. Nielsen has lost a position at the beginning, but is still able to push on those soft tyres and will try and get past. And he will get past. Well done, Anders Nielsen. Paul Woods in 3rd. We are running 1 and 4 with Wayland's in between. I'm going to zoom out, show you the entire track, and we are going to have to calm down those cars early doors here. Now, King, I want him to get past Woods, but we are going to play the game that we like to play, the strategy we like to run, which is save that fuel, even if you lose a couple of positions, especially if it's to the Waylands, save that fuel, we will get them back later. They can push on those tyres if they focus up. But look at this. I mean, Nielsen is not losing position here, losing time, even with the Waylands either side of him. He is running a really strong race here. He's back into 3rd now. Are the Waylands going to run away? I don't think so. I can't really see it happening. They're burning, they're pushing, we are saving. No focus up from either driver there. Lap 5. We are so early in this race. And Nielsen is very much on the tail of those Waylands, trying to get the move done. He doesn't need to get the move done now. He's in the zone, however, so he will be permitted a bit of a push. Try and get past them if you can. He is struggling. Woods has now got the lead. Nielsen's in the zone again. I'm going to give him until he hits the red on the stress meter. And there he goes. It was just about to. And look at that early stop from Mendes. We're going to go for another couple of laps, I think. Mendes is going to go onto the hard tyres. He's going to run a really long stint. Nielsen is leading. I think does it make more sense to pit Nielsen or King first? Jan Schaub has crashed. So we have lost no time by not pitting. Jan Schaub has crashed. We will red flag and restart. I'm going to go on the softs again. I'm going to make that decision. I want these guys on the fastest tyre they can be on. It's a bumpy track. There might be more red flags. I want them on the quickest tyre. Okay, we're going to have to pause and make sure we are burning on this start. Once again, this is the start rerun. Same tactic again. Make sure we are burning. And let's go. We start 1 and 3. We are now 1 and 2. That's a brilliant start. Nielsen is running very quick at the start of this race. You can see he's a second faster than the next fastest lap. Mendes is down in 8th. But Woods was down in 8th or 7th or 9th or wherever he was. And he's so quick. I mean, look at that. Mendes is literally in 5th now, a couple of corners later. They've all gone onto the hard tyre. Are they all running to the end on that hard tyre? Is that hard tyre going to get to the end? I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Okay, let's check here. Negative 2.3. As things stand. I'm thinking, if the medium doesn't take me to the end for my next pit stop, I'll go onto the hard and I'll run to the end. But I want these guys on the fastest tyre they can be on right now, while we still lose position to Paul Woods on the hard tyre, which is absolutely ridiculous. But he is pushing. And he's a quick car. Have I got... I do. So I can actually... After 15 laps, Nielsen's in the zone, King's in the zone. Okay, you can both push on this soft tyre now. I can't see... No, there's no way that hard tyre is going to the end. Because they're going to have to push. And if they push, that tyre's going to burn out faster. There's no way. Even with Paul Woods trying to get to Nielsen. Okay. They're both in the zone. That's very good. I like to see that. I'm going to give it a pause real quick. And just see what are the points looking like as things stand. We are 15 laps, 16, sorry, scratch that, 16. I've got to get my pen out. There we go. So EK started on 158, is currently running in 3rd, which is 15 points. So that takes him to 173. And this is after 16 laps, don't forget. Now, Paul Woods started on 149. He is currently winning this race. Oh my goodness. So he is on 174 because he doesn't have fastest lap. So he is winning this. He's above Edward King right now. Anders Nielsen started on 147 plus 18. Takes him to 165. So he is now losing significantly. And then Mendes in 4th, taking home 12 points plus that golden lap, means he is on 159. There is 1 point in it at the moment. Paul Woods is winning the championship as things stand. I'm going to press play. I'm going to push my drivers because they are both in the zone. Okay, look at that. Instantly, Nielsen takes that position back. What does that change? Well, that means... this is so silly of me, but I'm going to do the maths. Nielsen is now on 172, I think. Yes, he is. 147 plus 25 is 172. Paul Woods drops 7 points from where he was and goes down to 167. So now Edward King is winning the championship. I am not going to do that repeatedly. But at lap 30, we are going to do that. We are going to check where we are. Okay, calm down, guys. At lap 30, we're going to pit on lap 18. So we're going to let these guys run through one more lap. There goes Nielsen. He is still pushing. I'm going to calm that down real quick. King's in the zone. A hard tyre goes to the end. A medium tyre does not. Are there going to be yellow flags? Can I possibly risk it? Oh, this is the question, isn't it? Okay, if there are going to be yellow flags, the medium tyre will make it to the end. But could you possibly risk it? I think the driver would risk it. I don't think the driver would sit there and not risk it. Okay, so I've got a coin here that has it's a gaming like token. It's got arcade on one side, 1UP on the other side. I'm going to flip it. If it comes up 1UP, Nilsson goes on the mediums. It did not. Nilsson on the hards. But I don't think that's the right choice. I'm going to put him on the mediums. They're both going on the mediums. They're both risking it. This is the championship we are talking about. They cannot possibly go for the easy option here. No way. It's a good stop for both drivers. We are going to come out 3 and 4, but we're on the medium tyre. We do not go to the end as things stand, but yellow flags mean we will. Can we push? Not yet. Half a lap down on fuel as things stand. Okay. King's in the zone, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stretch these tyres for 2 laps. 2 laps. So when that clicks over to lap 22, King's in the zone. That's good, because that means even when you're not pushing those tyres, you're going to be able to move on up. The gap is 20 seconds, but we can bring that back. And of course, there is a pit stop for those Wayland cars. Guaranteed. Okay, we're on lap 23 now. I'm going to see what it's done. It's not done much. It's not done much for the cars. And we are... Oh, we can burn. We can burn. Okay, we are burning all the way. So Mendes will come out in front of King. And Mendes has gone onto the hard tyre again. That is absolutely ridiculous. Why would you do that? You've got the medium available to you. King can't focus up. Yes, you can. Okay. We are genuinely going to have nothing left on these tyres unless there is a yellow flag. We need a yellow flag. Nilsson is currently... Why is Woods on the hard tyre? It makes no sense. Unless the hard tyre is genuinely that much quicker. But I can't believe it is. I cannot believe it is. Okay, we're almost at lap 30. We are really close to the end of this. And we are going to do another calculation set of how things stand with Nilsson running in first. And we are hoping for a yellow flag to extend these medium tyres and get us to the end. The gap is 11.5 seconds. Oh, we just need a yellow flag. Anywhere, from anywhere. It does not matter where from. We need a yellow flag. Okay. Nilsson is going to come around the corner. And when he gets to that start-finish line, we're going to pause it and we're going to work things out. So, this is after lap 30. Edward King started on 158 and he is currently running in 4th, which is 12 points, which means he is on 170 points. Paul Woods started on 149. He is running in 2nd. That is 18 points. 149 plus 20, 169. He is on 167 as things stand. Anders Nilsson started on 147. He is currently taking a maximum of 26 points, which takes him to 173. And Carlos Mendes running in 3rd on 146 to start with. 3rd is 15 points. That takes him to 161. Is that correct? It must be. It must be. At the moment, Anders Nilsson is going to win the championship. If someone takes the golden lap from Anders Nilsson, that genuinely does change things. If King takes it, it brings them 171, 172. If King then finishes third, he will take the title. We need a yellow flag. I'm going to 1 speed here. We need a yellow flag. King's in the zone, but I cannot really push him because the tyres. We went on the mediums. Should we have gone on the hards? I don't know. If there's a yellow flag, ask the drivers, would they risk it? I think they would. Is there going to be a yellow flag? King can't focus. He is 7.8 behind Mendes. Mendes has taken the golden lap from Anders Nilsson. So that puts him on 172. If King can get third, he will take the title. If things stay as they are, Mendes will take this title. Not Mendes. What am I saying? Nilsson. This is outrageous. If there's a yellow flag, we're going to have a lap of craziness at the end here. I was banking on a yellow flag. There hasn't been a yellow flag. Their tyres are getting very, very close to the edge here. No, I can't tell King to slow down. King is going to be desperate. He's got to go for it, doesn't he? He wants to pit. I can't pit. No, I can't have him finishing with a puncher because then that might cost us the team standings. Nilsson is 8.5 ahead. 7.6. 7.3. 6.7. Woods is chasing him down. Make it. Go to the end, Nilsson. Go to the end. The tyres are about to give out. Paul Woods is 6.3 behind. Hold out. Do not get a puncture. Do not get a puncture. 7 seconds. Paul Woods is coming around it. Anders Nilsson will take the title. Anders Nilsson will take the title. Those medium tyres have nothing left. There was no yellow flag. Oh my goodness. It's 2 points in it. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Oh my word. Anders Nilsson was in third going into that race. 4 race wins. Takes the title. And we take the title over Wayland. 7 race wins. 1 and 2. 172, 170. Oh my word. So, a quick look back. With our Antonio double, we came 6th and 5th in our first 2 seasons. Then we moved on. We got Tristan Lupe and Pratama. And again we finished 5th. And then again with Lupe and Bregman. And then Bregman finished 3rd in the standings, as did the team, with Cilliers back in 10th. And then Bregman and Gabriel the Boost LaRousse got the team up to 2nd. And then Bregman got taken to the title, but came in 2nd personally. And then had an unfortunate season, finished down in 8th. Henny Holgersen in 2nd. The team came 2nd, and then it's 2 wins in a row to wrap up this save with a 1-6 and a 1-2. Edward King with the title. Nilsson picks up his 2nd driver's title, but did he win it there as well? Is this his 3rd? I don't know. I don't know who got the title in 77. I do not remember. Paul Woods is retiring. And that is the Aero era completed. As the 1970s draw to a close, we reflect on a decade that has forever changed the landscape of this sport from the garage to the podium. Your strategic brilliance and unwavering dedication has driven us to achieve greatness. Your legacy on the track will be remembered for decades to come, but as all good things do, everything must come to an end. So long, Captain, so long, team. And we are back at the main menu. What a season it has been. Anders Nilsson takes the title by 2 points from Edward King. What could possibly top that? Oh my word, what a series, guys. Thank you so much for watching. The drama at the end, should I have put them on the hard tire? I don't know. We've taken the title, but could Edward King have made the overtake on Mendes and taken the title back? It could have been tied. They could have ended up on 1-7-2. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anders Nilsson is the champion. And we came away with the team championship as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this series. I certainly have. 100 episodes worth. Thank you so much. Seriously, every comment, every like, every view. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time.